Jack Smith is a massive screw up. I've got a bunch of headlines. This is a different technique than I usually do. I mean, I've done this before with you guys. I just grabbed a bunch of headlines, okay? So we're not even going to read the articles. It's just going to be headline. Boom, boom, boom. All of them proving our case. Jack Smith screwed up. All of these cases against Trump completely backfired. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. This is where I've been making my case, about a 1-year case on how Trump is winning, is going to win, that it's not blind hope or faith, that it's not just wishful thinking, but there's actual good factual reasons to prove and show that Trump is going to win. I'm going to do a number of videos today, at least I would say 4 videos today. Most of them are about how the Democrats are in complete free fall and Trump is nearly securing this election. Doesn't mean we don't have to fight. Doesn't mean the Democrats aren't going to throw everything they possibly can at him, including you know what, like they might try to take him out. Here's the headlines. Here's a 3-banger all in one image. Judge denies request to restrict Trump's statements. These are the first wins he has, is to not get gagged in the Florida cases. The Hill, Cannon chastises Smith team, denies gag order, request in Trump classified documents case. That's The Hill. Here's CNN. Judge Cannon rejects request for gag order against Donald Trump in classified documents case. And the New Republic, how Judge Cannon's petty ruling could be her downfall. That sounds like Emperor Palpatine language from Star Wars. This is what happens when you get a fair judge. Judge Aileen Cannon happens to be appointed by Trump, but she's doing everything normal. And so she does not take away Trump's First Amendment right to free speech because Jack Smith wants a gag order. And that makes him flip out. So that's the number one part of Trump's win in Florida, okay? Here's Newsweek. Jack Smith, quote, mistake in Trump case has come back to bite him, says a legal analyst. What's the mistake? What mistake did Jack Smith make? Oh, he let a court case go through that wasn't in hostile territory. Here's the subheadline. You can see it down there. Harvard law professor Lawrence Tribe says special counsel Jack Smith should not have held the Trump classified documents case in Florida. You dummy. Like, you know it's bad. How can any American feel like they're going to get justice if this is the way you have to shop for the right courtroom? Trump should be able to do this documents case in New York and have it come out with the same verdict, but it won't, because we know this is about politics, that in New York, you cannot get justice. You might get it in Florida. You will not get it in New York. The mistake wasn't that Trump got his case, the Mar-a-Lago documents case, sent to Florida. The mistake was that all of his other trials took place in New York, with all Democrat Soros-funded apparatchiks at him. That's the real mistake that America has made. Here's another headline. Politico, opinion. The Supreme Court could make the president a king. Now, that, of course, is stupid. This is about the high court's decision on Trump's immunity claim. Trump says he has immunity. And so, but because they know that he's probably going to win that claim, that he's probably going to have limited immunity, that they're saying, they're trying to already sting the court with, you know, you could be turning the president into a king. I'm only pointing this out because according to this headline at Politico, it means Trump is probably winning that case. See how you can kind of read between the lines? If they weren't afraid of him winning that court case, that he has immunity as president, which totally goes into what he's allowed to say on January 6th and all this stuff, they wouldn't be writing that headline. Here's Law and Crime News. Mar-a-Lago judge, this is really good, and allows former U.S. Attorney General to join conservative legal heavyweights arguing, quote, illegality of Jack Smith's appointment, unquote. This is about Jack Smith, that his whole appointment was illegal. It was never taken before the Senate to vote on or to have any kind of review. Is it Senate or Congress? I don't know which. Anyways, they didn't review him. They ran him through. And that was Ed Meese wrote that first. I think that he's Ronald Reagan's attorney general. Wrote the first opinion on that. And now Cannon's allowing others to join that opinion that Jack Smith shouldn't even have that job. He might end up losing his job if we're all lucky. Here's Slate. Jack Smith has one option to push back against Trump-appointed Judge Aileen Cannon. By the way, I've read that option. It is such a long shot, bizarre. It's basically a way just to go jump over her head and go to another court. It's some weird legalese thing. Don't worry, guys. Point is, he has no option against Cannon. They're going for these Hail Mary, one last option, one lucky shot because he lost. Mar-a-Lago is done. Here's Mother Jones, the liberal rag. Jack Smith asks judge to limit Trump's lies about the FBI. They're begging him, don't give him his free speech. He keeps telling what Mother Jones calls a lie about the FBI, when really it was the truth about the FBI, that they were setting him up with their invasion of his house, with their initial investigation. They were saying, like, could you imagine if 49 like federal officers went and broke into the Obama's house to look for records like they did at Mar-a-Lago? You know what I mean? Or went into the Hunter Biden's or Clinton's house. Here's MSNBC News. Judge Aileen Cannon hands Trump another win in classified documents case on Friday. Special counsel, she moved to modify Trump's release conditions in the classified documents case. It didn't work. She's not protecting him. She's just not letting the Democrats run with the law. And to me, guys, this is the biggest take home this year of what's happening with your government and lawfare. This is the lesson that you have, the contrast of Aileen Cannon, which is normal and legal, and all of how corrupt New York is. They all have the same laws allegedly to operate under, but it's the choice of the political activist that makes your Constitution is worthless if a Democrat reads it. So a lot of Republicans, and we're conservatives, we're pro-Constitution. The Constitution is dead if Democrats are reading it and are going to employ it and are going to argue for it at any court. It's dead. The law is dead if it's argued by a Democrat who hates Trump that much. It's dead. That means to up to half of America. The law, the Constitution, belief in truth, an objective meaning, being fair, is gone. And the last headline, the Washington Post. Cannon rebukes Jack Smith in denying notion to limit Trump FBI comments. She actually went and rebuked him. I rebuke you in the name of the law. I rebuke Jack Smith in the name of Jesus. She rebukes him in the name of the law. The judge overseeing Donald Trump's classified documents case, she basically said that he made a request without giving an adequate defense for it and blew it apart. Anyways, big picture is these are just pulling headlines about Jack Smith from all over the internet. I've been pulling them for over a year, guys. This is the most bad news, the highest percentage he's had, where it's all bad news for him. The tide has turned against this man and is going in favor of Trump. Can you smell it? Can you feel it? I kind of smell it. Let me know in the comments below. If you see the tide turning also, what should happen to Jack Smith? Should he go to jail or go to prison? I'm Doug in Exile.